Capricorn, this is your July 6th through the 12th tarot reading. Let's jump right into this reading. And do remember to look at the playlist for your sun, moon, or rising sign. See what additional messages are there for you. Time and energy is fluid, not linear. All right, let's see what your moon oracle has for you. We have prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus. There's several Taurus cards in here. They've been coming out for this set of earth readings. Prosperity lies ahead. So that would tell me that you're on the right track, whatever path that you're on. So let's see. Ooh, we have purity. All right, snow moon. This is about purity of mind. And what that means is focus. Focused on the good things. Focus on what you're wanting to achieve, not letting your mind wander into any negative thoughts or disparaging thoughts, keeping your thoughts pure in that way and focused on your life and all the stuff that's good. We have anxiety. Okay, so there we go. That's why we have purity coming up. This looks like a girl I went to college with. So yeah, you might be struggling here with that purity of mind if you're having this anxiety come through. Whew, okay, so that gives me a Eight of Swords feeling. Yeah. So we have, in your recent past, we have two cards coming up. First one is the Three of Pentacles, and then we have the Two of Swords. I've got to fix you. I know. Things get moved around. Sorry about that. And, ooh, Hermit. Okay. That's some Virgo energy there. Time to yourself. You know, time to mull things over, like Harry Potter did with the egg in the prefect's bathroom. All right. Queen of Cups. Cancer energy. What is on your brain? Eight of Pentacles. And there's the Eight of Swords. Why it was upside down? Ooh. You know what? We might take it. I don't usually, these cards are not. Oh, you know what? There is a few that's upside down in here. I wonder why. They just got put in there backwards. I'll fix it on the break. If I grab my stack and I reintegrated them, but no, nobody else has had the Eight of Swords. We're going to take it reversed, you guys. I know it's crazy, but it came out that way. We have the Three of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. Three of Pentacles, yeah, it's a good card. This is one of your cards, Capricorn, the first card coming out. This is creatively working with other people, teamwork. Really, you know, putting your work out on display. People can see it. People can see the quality of work you do. And I think it stands out from other people. This is probably what's going to bring you your prosperity, is maybe you being able to work well with other people. That's being crossed by the Queen of Cups. You know, all queens are reflective of the past. And we see her looking kind of in this direction, which would kind of mean past for us. And I feel like there's a part of, either a part of you or there's a female that may be passed on that is holding up this cup and saying, good job. They're proud of you. Whoever this is, they're very proud of all the work that you've been doing. I don't think they can verbally tell you right now that they're very proud of you, but that's what I feel that with this Queen of Cups. It's like a mother energy. You know, they've been watching you, I think probably from the spirit world. They're just very proud of you. You know, if it's not that, I think you've learned a lot from your past. You have all these pearls of wisdom here, male or female. You know, you've turned situations that were maybe not so great into, you know, knowledge and wisdom. And we see that here. A great emotional depth and just a very caring, nurturing energy. So it may be that if you are like a boss of some kind, I think you'd be a really great boss. You know, you'd be a very caring and nurturing type boss, like helping people grow and learn, is what I'm hearing. Okay, Two of Swords, crossed by the Eight of Pentacles. This is that purity of mind. I feel like there might be some. I don't know why you would have indecision over what you're doing with your work. Um, this is saying use your intuition. We always know when we see a blindfold, it's saying that there's more to see. There's something here that is requiring a gut feeling. It has something to do with your work again, because we're seeing more pentacles. You know, this is the path, the mastery. There's something coming up for you on this path, the mastery, or in your recent past, you know, that you needed to use your intuition for. I don't know if it was something learning, adding to your knowledge, because we do have swords here. Maybe you were wanting to do something differently here, but you weren't sure what, you know, to make it better or to maybe make it faster. I don't know. That's kind of bizarre. If I get more information on that, I'll go back to it. And here's that Hermit, and this came out upside down. And I felt that Eight of Swords with that immediately because, yeah, anxiety. So this would say that whatever this indecision, this anxiety was, you know, maybe regarding what you were doing for work, you took the time to really assess it. Maybe you were wondering, is that what you really wanted to do? Because a lot of people get into work because they need the money, and that's understandable. But maybe it doesn't fuel the passion, the soul, the heart's desire, stuff like that. It's just a means to an end. And so we see some more introspective journey here with this hermit, and we see him coming down from the mountain, coming out of a period of solitude with this, the hopes and dreams, the starlight here, and time's a wasting because it's in a time turner. It's like, you know, it's time to get to getting. But during this time, I think you figure this out. You trust your intuition here. You know, what was probably this anxiety, you dealt with it here in this. You know, this is following your hopes and dreams here with this hermit coming out. You know, let's keep going because there's something really big happening here, especially with that Eight of Swords coming out the way it did. You're releasing that anxiety by keeping your mind pure, trusting your intuition, because we have two cards here of needing to trust your intuition. Blindfold, blindfold. Seven of Pentacles. There's that analysis. What do I need to change? I'm feeling a deja revere right now, as if I dreamt what I'm saying. That's a weird energy. Like I dreamt that I was doing this many, many, many years ago. Ten of Swords. Huh. You're going to figure this out, whatever this is. Oh, and the Sun. Thank goodness. That's why that's reversed. That's why that's reversed. You have clarity over what's bothering you here. Oh my goodness. What is it within your work that is not right? Is it just the type of work, or is it not fulfilling your hopes and dreams? Well, let's see. Let's keep going and see what's going on here. All right, let's see. Oh, wow. Holy smokes. You got two Sun cards in one row. Okay. That's a, now the Tower on the Ten of Swords? What? And the Seven of Wands. Holy crap, you guys. Hold the phone. Yeah, this is crooked, I can tell. This is going to get on my nerve. I can't mess with it because then it's... Okay, never mind. Okay, fix it later. Okay, so the Seven of Pentacles, you're going to be looking at what you've been putting your time, effort, and energy into. My camera moved down. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm like messing with stuff. I'm like... You might be feeling a little scattered like something just isn't right. But look here. Yeah, I feel like my whole desk is off. I'm sorry. Seven of Pentacles. You're analyzing everything right now. You see everything clearly, for sure. And this is a card about if you see adjustments, things that need to be changed, and what you're trying to manifest, what you're trying to grow here, you're going to change it. I feel like you're taking a step back. You were just all in on something, okay, with that Eight of Pentacles. Really just nose to the grindstone. You know what I mean? And so now you're kind of saying, wait. Is this what I really want? Is it? So taking a step back here and figuring out what you need to adjust, what do you need to change? You're going to clearly see what it is. You have this clarity here. It's going to be a lot easier than you think. Wow. And this is just happiness. You're going to be so happy that you have taken this time to kind of step back. Oh, this is going to drive me crazy. You've taken the time to step back to see what's going on here. Oh my goodness, you're going to end something like abruptly. This really could be you quitting a job. No 2 weeks notice. You're just like, this is just not what I want to do. I'm not going in the morning. I wouldn't recommend that. Have something else ready, I mean, unless you've saved up, several months, to help, pay all your bills and everything. But you're ending something really quickly. You're doing, I feel like this is your energy ending something and rebuilding. It's not working for you, whatever this is, whether it's work, it's whatever you're putting your resources into, your time, effort, energy, money, love is a resource. Woo wee. But that's the end of suffering. Big time, isn't it? It's like nuking the bridge. No turning back from this, from either one. Once this tower falls, this is coming to reality. If you had any delusions or illusions or anything about anything, it's clear now. With this two sun energy here, you're like, oh yeah, this is not good for me. This has got to stop. And that's what this is. Like a sudden boom, a sudden realization. Wow. I've never have I ever seen something this intense. My goodness. And with this realization of what makes you happy, of being free, I sense this freedom here with this sun card. You're not going back. You're like, nope, I'm not going back there. I've already made up my mind. I've drawn a line in the sand. This is what I want. This is it. And I'm feeling you're kind of defensive on this decision. You're a bit defensive. Other people are like, what are you doing? But you're like, nope, I got to do this for me, because whatever this was, it was creating a lot of anxiety in you and a lot of tension and the internal conflict that was may have even making you ill in some way. Right? That's what I'm feeling, you guys. Holy smokes. Oh my gosh. Wow. You really are taking the bull by the horns in this. I don't mean to, we have that prosperity lies ahead, but we do. Look. Six of Wands, more Leo energy, taking action, victory, prosperity, right here. You're making the right decision. Sorry, cards are all catawampus. Wow. This is just, wow. Three of Cups. Now we have celebration. The Tower again. More Aries energy. Tower twice. Woo. Maybe that's the rebuilding portion of this. You just keep dropping bombs on people. No pun. I don't. That's a lot of going on in the world. But these are things that are very shocking to people. Very, very shocking. Very shocking. Oh my gosh. You're turning everything kind of upside down. You're this goes against convention here. What? Oh, now we have the Knight of Swords on the Six of Wands, the Knight of Wands. Oh, wow. And the Two of Wands. Yeah. Woo. Oh my gosh. So you're okay. Hmm. Look at all this energy of really going after something because knights are fire, then their element. So you have fire and air and fire and fire. Once you've made this decision, there's no going back. You know, the Knight of Swords is a very fast moving energy. The Knight of Swords is ready to conquer something, you know. The Six of Wands is just, it's almost, it's like that knight energy. It's so this is that bravery, you know, this is that kind of knight that you see storming the castle, you know. I think you're using this energy, this real go get 'em kind of energy to create this victory for you, this recognition. You know, this is a raise, this is accolades, this is, you know, all the good stuff. This is a win right here, a victory of some kind, you know. And I feel like you're riding triumphantly here, sword raised, saying, I told you so. I told you I could do this. You know, there's a bit of arrogance here with this, but it's apt. You knew you could do it, you know. There's a little bit of a bit of a show off here with this kind of energy. Not in a bad way. Not in a bad way. I'm not trying to say it's negative at all. But even after you've got all the success, you're ready to keep going. You know that there's more, you know. Uh whew, people are celebrating is what I'm feeling. The 3 of Cups. This is your community. This is socializing, you know. It's being crossed by the Knight of Wands. This is a very fiery energy. This is Sagittarius. It's a little bit of player energy, maybe just a tiny bit. Wanting to socialize, put yourself out there, explore options, you know, maybe in people. But this is kind of a single person type of energy. So this might be someone coming towards you if it's not you. This could be someone coming towards you if it's not you, you know. Getting a lot of attention is what it could be. But I mean, this is a pretty happy energy. This might be travel with friends, or this could be traveling and celebrating, right? Because we have the pyramids in the background here does represent travel, and Sagittarius, I would know, we love to travel. We like to see and experience things. Very optimistic, very happy. So you might be going on a vacation right now with this energy. And oh my goodness, look at this. Look at this. So we have the tower, right? Here's that tower again. The 2 of Wands, okay? So this is the regular 2 of Wands. I have to get out the more traditional looking one. Actually, you know what? I actually have a new, this is a traditional tarot deck. Give me just a second. Okay. I just feel obliged right now to show the different types of 2 of Wands energies we can have, because the 2 of Wands is a card of Aries. This is the young emperor standing at the top of the tower. Here's 3 different cards here, okay? And now she's not holding the world in her hands. This is a steampunk, and then this is a traditional tarot here. This is saying that there is a path, you know, an opportunity that is coming your way. You're holding the whole world in your hands. It's like, what do you want to do with it? Where do you want to go? Which path? But the thing is, you can't do anything at the top of this tower, you know? And if you don't make a choice and move and get going, there you go. It will just come down. There's something here that the universe is, I don't want to say making you decide, but it feels like when this happens, And it's interesting we have two of these. You know, something is ending. And this could very well be tied to this here. It's really going to change your life, this new path that you choose. I think it's a path of victory. I think it's a path of success and travel and celebration. You know, that's what I'm seeing here. That's the path that I'm seeing here. But it really is going to change the direction of your life, this choice. So it's not to be made lightly, you know. But I think you will see, because we have the sun twice here, you guys, you're going to see this path clearly. I mean, you have to. Look at these. I mean, that's big energy. These are both Aries, you know. So you're stepping into something new here for sure. I don't want to keep beating a dead horse. Wishes come true. Rapid achievement of your dreams and wishes. We see that because the sun, it does speed things up, I think, in a way. If you think of the heat of the sun, if you have one of those candles that's got the little metal twirly thing on top, the heat makes it spin. So I do feel like this clarity, once you have clarity, of course things are going to speed up. Everything turns to light. I shuffled the duty out of these cards. And it's similar. That's why we have, you know, the collective readings for Sunday. Everything turns to light. I work to improve myself, embrace all that life brings to me, and transform darkness into light. I allow myself to grow and become stronger. So we have the sun. You're seeing things. Wow. Snake, your intuition and healing powers will guide you to a better path. Just be careful. You're definitely feeling that guidance here. We have bull. Look at that. Do not back down from opposition. Show strength and fortitude. Woo! Fan. Romance, celebration, and party. We have that there. And we have chair empty. Someone is leaving your life. And that could be this change here, this Ten of Swords. Something that you're ending. I don't know if it's a work-related thing or a relationship. But it's like a domino effect. Once you do this, it all just starts to go. But in a good way. I mean, this is all good right here. Amazing, Capricorn. Wow. All right. If this resonates with you, if you know what this is about, please let me know. Hit that like button, share, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.